I brought this whole show together. And I went and got all the other puzzle pieces and couldn't have done it without Doug DeLuca of the Jimmy Kimmel Show. Couldn't have done it without Kurt T. Jones, who carried us on the back and shoot, edit, score, the whole bit. But if I start there, and I'm trying to figure this out because I've got people in my ear right now, like, you gotta leave that ghetto stuff behind, girl. You can't keep bringing that stuff up. You put too much weight on the past. Start where you are now. But if I start where I'm at now, then do I discount where I've been? And so through pain, we connect. And so how do people understand that it's the pain that I'm in from moments that I don't even remember because I was too young? A lot of the trauma will happen as a child and we'll block it out. And that's grace from the creator of all of heaven and earth. I tell everyone, if I used to say, God, God, God. I'm sick of hearing this. Like, I don't see her. God's a girl in my world. In my world, God's a girl. But I don't see her and I don't never know. But then I finally concluded, show me someone who lives forever. And if you can't bring me that, then we must say there's a creator of all of heaven and earth. It's something bigger than we. So how do we find this connection to the void when we were so young that a lot of us are granted grace that we don't remember? The very first thing I say is that we see a moment like this and we begin to say, wow, why was I chosen for this moment? You're chosen and highly favored. Everyone out there, everyone here, chosen and highly favored for this moment because we are here, talking about connecting the dots within self. And so that's the first step, that everyone gets to see this thanks to you. Will know that they're chosen and highly favored to start looking like, what is this pain? What is this self-hatred, this disconnect?
And I'm so glad that you haven't listened to the discourse about forgetting your, where you came from, however people phrase it, because I feel like, it's your driving force. We wouldn't have a Cheryl Rich if you did forget, your beginnings. I feel that that's the thing, that it's that kinetic energy that gets you to want to help others and not forget, but help others connect with their pain, to sit in it for a moment and understand that you went through it. But then you're also great at helping people move past it, which is why the show, today's episode, is entitled Triumphing Over Trauma. Right.
And so I came out of a wound unwanted and searched in all the wrong places for a connection.
How do you think that shaped you for the rest of your life? And I'm going to try and go in chronological order, but that's such an important point, because there are many people who have experienced that, or may have felt like something is not right, without knowing that they too are products of something very, very similar. How do you think that influenced you in your life?
The block was always there. When your birthright, I often say that it's your birthright to come out of a parent that loves you, nurtures you, wants you, and they're capable of letting you know that. And for many people, that did not happen. And started shooting heroin. It doesn't get any badder than that. And so that's exactly what I did. And by the time I get off into shooting heroin, then it's on and popping. You gotta feed a drug habit. And I don't come from a family of drug addicts. I had a 2-parent household. My father worked at Republic Steel. He had a brick business on the side. And my mother worked all her life. There's no other quote unquote criminal in the family. Just me. And hopefully I have set an example for my nieces and nephews, because my sister has children and her children have children. My son did have one child that he left on this earth, but I am the example of what not to be. And that's what I say about you being so brilliant to reach out to me so that I can be the voice to say to everybody, I've been to the penitentiary for you. I done been in the pain and drowned for you. And in this moment, you can blink your eyes. How fast do we make up our mind? Blink your eye. Your mind just told your eyes to blink. You can understand that this moment is happening in your life because someone has already done all the negatives for you. And now you can start to live your life in the fullness of appreciation for life. So I call the streets to me because I was really, really hurting. And I ran into some people that was really, really hurting. And so and then with heroin comes crime.